It's Thursday. How are you? I'm here, and it's my day off, so of course I'm working. Why do I do this to myself? I don't have to, but I logged onto my work computer this morning, and there was some stuff there, and I have spent the last hour and a half working on stuff, and actually going to go back and work on some more stuff. And well, I mean, once I see it, it's like it's there. You could do that right quick. Just go ahead and get it done. So, yeah. Right now, I am headed to a store. It's called Northern Tool and Equipment, I think is the official name of it. Northern Tool something or other. I don't know that I've actually ever been there. I've been by there many times, but I don't think I have ever been inside. It is cold this morning. I am freezing. But I absolutely refuse to put on a coat. No, I'm not putting on a coat. A week ago today, well, not quite a week ago, a little over a week ago, I was wearing a tank top and shorts. I'm not putting on a jacket or a coat. I can't do it. But it's 53 degrees and very windy outside, and the wind just cuts through you. It's just cold. This weather is dumb. I don't like it. So several people have asked if the hurricane is headed my way. Well, it is, but it doesn't look like we're going to get much other than a bunch of rain, maybe some wind. I don't think it's going to be that bad. Usually here where we are, where I live, and I'm in central North Carolina, usually here they're not that bad unless it comes in on our coast, and then sometimes it can be pretty rough. But we're far enough inland to where it's trust me, it's nowhere near as bad as it is for the people on the coast. I lived on the coast for 4 years. I lived down in Wilmington for 4 years and dealt with several hurricanes, at least a couple of hurricanes coming in right where we were, close enough. Horseshoes and hurricanes close enough. You don't have to hit it dead on. Yeah. Horseshoes, hand grenades, and hurricanes. Just get it close enough. Yep. And conceiving children, if you think about it. Sorry. So I'm headed to Northern Tool and whatever it's called, Northern Tool and something or other, to look at some tarps. Because I did a really silly sounding thing last night. I bought Wally a greenhouse. I did. It's nothing big or fancy. Well, here's the thing. Okay, Wally, if you don't know, Wally is this little orange cat. He's just like the neighborhood cat. He doesn't belong to anybody. He's not completely feral, but he's also not completely tame. He's kind of in the middle. He doesn't like sudden movements. He doesn't like loud noises. And it takes him a little bit to warm up to you. He's not the most trusting cat. I think he has been mistreated. Yeah, I think he's been mistreated. I feel bad for Wally because he's the sweetest cat. But I think he's been treated bad. Y'all pray for me. I'm on I-40. And I feel like Thelma and Louise right before they went off that cliff, and I know, and they grab one another's hands like this. Jesus, I hate this road. But to get to Northern Tool and something or other, I have to get on 40, and I hate it because everybody, I'm going to derail my own conversation, I have to tell you this. Everybody on 40 has a rage problem, and they drive like they're going to avenge their dead spouse or something. Like they have to kill people and they're in a hurry to go do it. If we could bottle all the anger on this road, we could power the entire world. I mean, you want some green energy, power the anger and the belligerent nature of these people on this road, and you could power the world for free. My God in heaven. I don't like I-40. try to avoid it. It's actually not too bad at the moment, but we get it right up here, and sometimes it gets a little squirrely. But in order to get to Northern Tool and something or other, I have to go up here. It's like right over there, and this is the fastest way to get there, unless I want to go around my ass to get to my elbow. I mean, you could go around, but I'm not interested in that because I want to get back home at some point today. What was I saying? So I was talking about Wally. Fuck, I hate this road. I was talking about Wally. Yes, he's not my cat. He's not my cat, but he... Okay, so we tried to get him in a cat carrier to take him to the vet, you know, because he's not neutered. But the thing about Wally is unlike any cat I have ever seen in my life. He's a very interesting cat. He shows no interest in tomcatting around, and he's been hanging around now for long enough to where if he was inclined to do that, he would have done it at least once by now. No, he has no interest in that. I can't go any faster. I'm scared. I need to get over there, but I can't. I don't want to hear that traffic is worse where you live. That's a dumb thing to brag about. Why do people brag about how shitty traffic is in their town? Shut up. No offense. Oh, that's nothing. Where I live, we have 47 lanes of traffic, and you die 3 times every time you go down the road. I don't care. I don't care. I just want to get out of here. Okay, so what I think Wally has been doing is the house right next to me is where Buffalo Bill used to live, the strange guy. I think he killed his parents, but that's totally speculative. I swear I think he did. His parents, he was living there with his parents, and then one day his parents were both just gone, and he was the only one there, and I'm like, what happened to his parents? Where'd they go? I think he chopped them up and buried them in the backyard. But that's just a hypothesis. I don't know that. Anyway, Buffalo Bill has been gone for months, and that house has been empty for months. Now, an older man owns this house, and every now and then I'll see him, you know, I'll see his vehicle in the driveway, and he'll be in there doing something. Well, he was over there all day yesterday, and he had some cleaning ladies over there. So I guess they were, you know, cleaning the house. He had to move a bunch of shit. He had to move a bunch of shit out of the house, and Buffalo Bill vacated the premises. I don't know if he vacated the premises voluntarily or not. I have no idea. But it sat empty for a long time. I wonder, and maybe not, but I wonder if he's getting ready to either rent it out again or sell it. I don't know. He's kind of waited a little too long if he wants to get the maximum amount of money for it. If he was going to sell it, he should have done it, you know, 6 months ago, but I guess he has his reasons. And he may not be selling, and he may not be doing anything. I don't know, but it's kind of weird that it's been sitting empty for, God, 5 or 6 months now. So, but see, Wally, I think what Wally does, there's a big doghouse in the backyard of this house right next to me. I think Wally is sleeping in that doghouse at night. I don't know for sure, but I think he is. My concern is if somebody moves in over there, especially like if they have a dog or anything, you know, he may not be able to do that anymore. He may not be able to go into that backyard anymore. That is a big ass truck. It looks like it's on steroids. Look at it. Good God. All right now. Oh, he's working today. Holy shit. Look at that. A bobcat. I want to go play on the bobcat. I'd rather do that than what I'm doing today. I can't, though. What was I saying? Okay, so I'm really worried about Wally this winter. Like, what am I going to do with you? Because, okay, where is this place? I think it's up here somewhere. Yes, right there. I knew it was right next to the farmer's market's right over there. It's right here. What's it called? Northern? There's a tree in the way. Northern Tool Plus Equipment. We're going to Northern Tool Plus Equipment. I'm going in there to look for, I found this, I wanted to get like a thick waterproof / water resistant fabric / tarp, because I thought I want to create some sort of shelter for Wally, but with Wally, just any old thing's not going to work. Wally really, 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 really dislikes very small spaces. Now, the doghouse in my neighbor's backyard is gigantic. It's gigantic. I could just get a gigantic doghouse. I could do that, but you know with me, I do everything over the top. Well, if you're new here, you may not know that. I do everything over the top. This is a Speedway gas station. How do you get there from here? Oh, you have to go, wait a minute. You have to go around the gas station. There's that intimidating truck. He's stopping for gas. What is it? An AT4 HD 6.6 liter V8 GMC. Looks like Ironhide from damn Transformers. It's going to go and then turn into this big old robot. Shit, you have to go around here. Oh, there's a Sheetz over there. I didn't know that. Okay. I'm in the parking lot of the Northern Tool Plus Equipment. No truck access. I feel like I'm out of my element in this place. Oh, they have mini bikes. Shut up. All right. Why are all these spaces open? Are they reserved? No. Okay. No, they're not. Ooh, they have big fans. Look at this. Look at the big ass fans. Wow. Look at them. Aren't they cool? All right. Sorry. So, okay. Wally does not like small spaces. He's like claustrophobic or something. I don't know. And Wally is very smart. I think he's a very smart cat. My kids disagree. They don't think he's very smart. I think he's very smart. I mean, how is he living on his own and surviving? I mean, you got to be pretty smart to do that. I think he's a smart boy. I love Wally to death. And, but so he has gotten back to where he will come in the house to eat a little bit and then he goes right back out. You have to leave the door open or he will completely freak out. So you leave the door open. As long as he has a way to escape the house, he will come in and eat and let you pet him for 2 seconds and then he runs right back out. Wally will never be an indoor cat. I think he's been on his own long enough to where he's not comfortable being confined in a house. I don't think he'll ever be an indoor cat. So I want to make sure he has somewhere warm to go, at least out of the elements for the winter. And two, I was talking to Wally when he came in this morning. What he does sometimes when my kids leave for school, he waits until they're both gone, and then he'll come in. And this morning, he came in and he did actually sort of venture over into the living room. And it was funny because Evie and Pumpkin were both in the living room. Evie was up on, I have a stack of boxes in the dining room. She was on the boxes and Pumpkin was on a little footstool. And they're both just glaring at him. They're both just watching him walk around like, you asshole. They're just looking at him like, I don't like you. Ew. They just give him this thing. They make these faces. It's so funny. They look so disgusted. They just watch. They're fascinated and disgusted by Wally at the same time. They for the most part, they've quit hissing at him. They don't really hiss at him anymore. They just give him this look. But he's so oblivious. He's like, hello. Anyway, and he just walks away. He does not give a shit. He has never been even the slightest bit afraid of them. He'll walk right up to him. Why are you hissing at me? What's wrong? Anyway, and he'll just walk away. He does not care. The first time Evie ever approached him and she puffed up, turned sideways, he literally yawned at her. He just, and he just walked away like, damn, that's harsh. Woo! You brought your best, and he just yawned in your face. He does not care. It's like he's perpetually stoned all the time. So I love this cat. I want to help him if I can. Yes, we tried to get him in a carrier to take him to the vet. That did not work out. At this point, I'm not going to worry about it. He shows no interest. He doesn't spray. To the best of my knowledge, he never sprays. He's never shown any interest in tomcatting around. I don't know, man. Maybe, I don't know. But I'm not super worried about it at the moment. So, okay, so anyway, so I thought, I want to get something that he will go into, something that he feels safe in, but he doesn't feel confined. The more I think about it, the more I think I just need to get a big ass doghouse like the one in the neighbor's yard, because I think that's where he's going. I don't know for sure. It may not be. I don't know. So there was I looked around on Amazon, and there was this huge cat enclosure kind of thing. It was really big, and it had multiple levels to it, and they had little things they could go into, and it had a cover on it. But I also wanted to put more cover on it. I was going to buy this thing originally, like a month ago. I was going to buy one, and they're ridiculously expensive. It's like $700, but it's really nice and really big, and I thought he might like that. I know, like I say, I do everything over the top. It's ridiculous. But it's sold out now. It is unavailable, and it has been unavailable for weeks now. I've been checking for like the last 3 weeks, and it's just not available. So I thought, it is already getting colder, and if they have somebody move in next door, if he is staying in their yard somewhere at night, that may not be an option anymore, depending on the people who move in, if they have their own pets outside, if they just don't want that cat hanging around, it could be a problem. I don't know. But so I was looking for any kind of cover I could put over it to keep it, warmer and drier inside. I don't want to do just a regular tarp. I want to do something a little bit heavier than that. So I was looking around on the internet last night, and that's what led me to Northern Tool Plus Equipment. This is a very manly store. It's just very manly here. It's just, wow. I feel stronger just sitting here. But they had one, I think they have something that might work. So I'm here to just check them out. And if it looks good, I might buy a couple. So anyway, I couldn't get the enclosure that I originally looked at. So then I was thinking about it last night. I thought, what about a little pop-up greenhouse? I mean, that's going to be about the same size. Yeah, it's not going to have all the features and whatnot, but it might work. Like, there are these 2 planters that I have on my little patio. He likes to sleep under those planters. So I thought, okay, what if you just put that little greenhouse right over the little planters? And it has a big door, like and it rolls up like a tent. Well, it's like, some tents have that door that you roll up, and you can fasten it. Like, just roll it up enough to where he can get in and out. It doesn't have to be all the way open. And then get some of those heavy fabric tarps to go over it if it will support them. I don't know how heavy they are. I didn't think about that till just now. If these don't work, I'm gonna see how heavy they are. If they're not too heavy, I think it'll be fine. Put them over it. And that way, I'm just thinking when it gets really cold and snowy, we don't get a lot of snow here, but we do get a little bit of ice and snow. I'm planning long term for this poor cat. I just want to make sure he has somewhere to go. Now, he may not go in there. He may not care about it at all. But at least I can say I tried. If he has somewhere better he'd rather go, that's okay. But at least it'll be an option for him. I bet my cats will go in there. I bet Boop will go in there. Oh, I know she will. Shit, she'd love it. And so I'm here to look for tarps for Wally. And hopefully, and my greenhouse is supposed to arrive next Tuesday, so I will have it on Tuesday. And it was way cheaper than the cat enclosure. It was $189. But I really worry. I'm very worried about him this winter. I really am. Because like I say, he will never be an indoor cat. And I was telling him this morning when he came in, I can't leave this door open when it's like 20 degrees outside and windy. I cannot leave this door open so you can come and go as you see fit. That's not going to happen this winter. So he just went, really? Yeah, it's not going to happen, dude. I'm sorry. It's just too cold, and my house is heated by natural gas, and it's expensive as hell, and like, I can't leave this door open for you, man. I can't afford it. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to go look at tarps. And I got a call this morning from my insurance company about my house and fixing the mold damaged drywall on the back. The estimate came in from the restoration group that's going to do it at $2,500 to fix it. The insurance company adjuster had estimated $2,900 to fix it. So they're going to be, my deductible is $1,000, but they're going to be sending me a check. So they're sending me a check for $1,900, which, you know, is the 29. The estimate was 29, taking out my 1,000. He said, I'm going to go ahead and send you the 1,900 based on my estimate instead of theirs, since mine was first. I'm going to go ahead and just send you the check. I think he feels bad for me because this, you know, this wasn't even my fault, but I still have a deductible I have to pay. That guy looks like the lead singer of Green Day. I'm not going to show you because that's rude, but there's a Loomis truck over here. He's already gone inside. There's a Loomis. I don't know if you can see it. There's like a Loomis. I can't see it. It's blurry, but yeah. There's a Loomis truck over there, and the somebody just got out of it and it looked just like, what the hell is that guy's name? Shit, I can't remember. It looks just like him. It was crazy. It was weird. It's bizarre over here. It's like its own little corner of reality. It's a whole different world just coming right here. Sorry. I am in a better mood than I was yesterday. I had a very good night last night. I worked on my story some. I hung out with my kids for a while. I made a great big pan of popcorn chicken, and we sat in the kitchen and just ate it, and it was really good. I had mine with barbecue sauce. My older son had his with ketchup. My younger son doesn't like anything on his popcorn chicken. He just ate it the way it was. And we talked about the hurricane, and my younger son's bummed out because we had planned on going to Carowinds this weekend, and that's not going to happen now. So I don't know if we're going to reschedule or just give it a miss and try again next year. I don't know. It's getting chilly, and like I don't really want to go. I don't know. Anyway. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good, and I'm going to go ahead in there and get, there's a wheelbarrow. That's a cute little wheelbarrow. I'm going to go in there and find a tarp if it will work. I just want to look at it and see if it will work. And then I will begin, if it does work, I'll get it. And then next week I will begin setting up his little house. I hope he likes it. If he doesn't like it, okay, my plan B, if he doesn't like the greenhouse, I will look into getting just a big dog house. Maybe he would go in there. But again, like I say, I don't know for sure that he is sleeping in the big dog house next door. I think he is. Maybe he would sleep in one on my patio. I don't know. With him, it's hard to tell. He's kind of unpredictable, but he's a good little boy. He's such a good cat. He's so sweet. I wish I could just get him to come in like, Wally, just come in. It's okay. You know, just let me shut the door because it's cold. And, you know, it's all right. But no, he's got to be able to make a quick exit. You know, otherwise he doesn't want to come in if he can't run out. Well, he's like a street cat, you know, he wants to feel safe, and he wants to be able to get out of a scary situation. That's what's kept him alive, I'm sure. So I want him to feel comfortable. I don't want him to be scared, but I also want him to be, you know, warm and have a place to go when it's cold. So I'm going to try the greenhouse. And, you know, with the greenhouse, too, I'd have enough room. I could put other stuff in there. I could put some little blankets in there, a little cat bed, you know, put some food and water in there where it will stay dry. You know, I could put a bunch of stuff in there for him. He doesn't play. That's the interesting thing about Wally. He doesn't play. You try to get him to play, it's like he doesn't know how. I would be really interested to know what his life was like up to this point, because he's really interesting. He doesn't play. He's the only cat I've ever seen that he just doesn't play. There goes the Green Day guy again. He looks just like him. I'm not going to show you because it's rude, but damn. Okay. So, yeah, I just want to know that he at least has the option. He has somewhere he could go if he wants to. I don't know, but if he doesn't like this, I'll look into the big dog house and see if he likes that. So anyway, thank you so much for being here. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you've ever heard of Tallulah Bankhead. I always thought she was very funny. She was, like early, from the glamorous Hollywood era. And I discovered her. My grandfather had some cassette tapes when I was a kid of episodes of this radio show called Baby Snooks. And one of the episodes had Tallulah Bankhead on it. And I'd never heard of her before. And I just found her to be so funny. And I watched a little skit of her last night going to the automat. If you're not familiar with an automat is, you kind of see, it was very popular, I think, back in the 50s. It's like a cafeteria, but it's like a giant vending machine for food, and you go in and you put in money to get your food, and it was only a nickel, so you had to have nickels to get the food. And Tallulah Bankhead she's just hilarious. If you've never seen anything she's done, I'm going to put a link to the automat little skit. It's not very long. It's like 7 minutes, I think. Maybe a little bit more, of her going. It's a skit. It's her going to the automat, and it's just funny, and it really shows a drastic change in what Hollywood was like then and what it's like now, and it's really gone, in my opinion, it's gone downhill drastically. But she was a good example of, like, the glitzy, glamorous Hollywood that used to exist but no longer really does. I don't know. To me, everything is just kind of trashy. But back then, things were kind of, glamorous, like actually glamorous. And so I think she's very funny. And I saw an interview of her not too long ago. I'll put a link to both if I can find it. There was an interview that somebody did with her, just talking about her life and everything. And I'll put that in there too. She's a fascinating person. She's very talented, very funny. So yeah, I will try to remember to pin a comment with one or both of those links. If I can find that interview, I'll put a link to it in there. It's really interesting. So anyway, something different to watch if you've never heard of her. She was just really so talented and just awesome, I think. So anyway, I'm gonna stop talking now. I'm gonna go in there and look for tarps for Wally's new greenhouse. I never thought I'd be buying a cat a damn greenhouse, but here we are. I'm just worried about him. I don't want him to be cold. I just hate the thought of him being out there and being cold. He probably wouldn't care. It'd be snowing on him. He'd be like, anyway, it's like he's constantly stoned. It is so crazy. He just does not give a shit about anything. Must be nice. I wish I could be like that sometimes. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking now for real, and I'm going to get my money. I'm going to get my keys. And I also have to go grocery shopping after this because of that hurricane. We're supposed to have heavy rain all day tomorrow, all day Saturday, possibly Sunday and Monday too. And I want to go ahead and get my grocery shopping done this morning, so hopefully I won't have to go anywhere tomorrow. And then later today, my kids both have a dentist appointment, and I have to go get them out of school and take them to a dentist appointment. So I gotta get moving. And then I have an exercise class, and at some point in there, I have to get a video done. So thank you so much for being here. I'm sorry I was not in the best of moods yesterday and the day before. Sometimes I just get a little sideways, and I'm just human. I'm not perfect, God knows. But I'm feeling pretty good today, and I feel good that maybe I at least have some sort of answer to keeping Wally warmer and drier this winter. I hope he likes it, but we'll have to just wait and see if he likes it. I don't know. It's worth a shot. So thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you again soon.